Hi, I'm Naturopath Dr Julian Neil. Today I want to speak about why do women struggle with sleep at different life stages and how can they hack their circadian rhythm for deep rest. I always tell my patients that sleep isn't just about rest. It's an essential time for healing, hormone regulation, and cellular repair. Yet, for many women, sleep can feel elusive, especially at key transitions such as puberty, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, and menopause. These stages bring profound shifts in estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol, hormones that deeply influence the brain's sleep-wake cycle and emotional state. During perimenopause and menopause, for instance, the natural decline in estrogen and progesterone, both of which influence neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin, can result in increased anxiety, mood fluctuations, and disrupted sleep architecture. Progesterone, in particular, has a calming sedative-like effect on the brain, so when it dips, women may find it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Melatonin and serotonin also play key roles. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter involved in mood and emotional regulation, is the biochemical precursor to melatonin, the hormone that signals the brain when it's time to sleep. When serotonin levels are low, as can occur during depression, stress, or hormonal changes, melatonin production also drops, disrupting the natural circadian rhythm. At younger stages, such as puberty or postpartum, overexposure to blue light, heightened stress, and irregular schedules can all interfere with melatonin secretion and create a feedback loop of poor sleep, hormonal dysregulation, and emotional imbalance. So, how can we hack the circadian rhythm in a natural, nurturing way? Well, first, we have to honor the body's natural light and dark cycles. The most powerful circadian reset is morning sunlight. I always say sunlight is nature's first doctor. So within the first hour of waking, just 10 to 15 minutes of exposure to natural light helps synchronize the brain's central clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, which is a small part of the hypothalamus that acts as the body's main circadian clock, regulating daily physiological and behavioral cycles, balancing cortisol, and promoting healthy melatonin release in the evening. Conversely, reducing artificial light exposure at night, especially blue light from screens, allows the pineal gland to release melatonin naturally, preparing the body for sleep. Second, we nourish neurotransmitter and hormone pathways, and here's how. Magnesium, especially glycinate or threonate, supports GABA production, the main inhibitory neurotransmitter helping to regulate brain activity, and this then soothes the nervous system. Vitamin B6 and tryptophan-rich foods help synthesize serotonin, improving mood and melatonin conversion. Omega-3 fatty acids support hormonal health and reduce inflammation that can impair neurotransmitter function. Taking adaptogens such as ashwagandha, rhodiola, and holy basil help regulate cortisol and promote resilience to stress. Also, for some, taking 5-HTP can be helpful. Now, here are some remedies by life stages. Puberty and early adulthood, in that we need to support serotonin naturally with protein-rich foods, movement, and social connection. We have to limit screen time and sugar intake, both of which can dysregulate dopamine and sleep. We use mindfulness and grounding practices to calm overstimulated nervous systems. For pregnancy and postpartum, sleep often becomes fragmented, so we support adrenal recovery with warm, nourishing foods, gentle movement, and naps when possible. We use calming herbs like chamomile, oat straw, and passion flower, if advised while breastfeeding. Emotional support is essential, so journaling, community, and therapeutic outlets such as pregnancy or postpartum yoga, these can ease postpartum anxiety. And lastly, perimenopause and menopause. In that, we support progesterone and estrogen balance with herbs like chaste tree, vitex, black cohosh, and evening primrose oil, and the vitamin gamma E. We reduce night sweats with cooling herbs like sage and red clover, and often exploring bioidentical hormone replacement where appropriate, or what I do for patients, naturopathic hormone support. And good sleep hygiene becomes crucial. Consistent bedtime, light regulation, and a cool, dark sleeping environment. Sleep is actually a spiritual and emotional practice, so evening wind-down rituals, herbal teas, warm baths, calming music, restorative yoga, all help cue the body and the mind for rest. Having a meditation practice, breath work, and gratitude reflection promote parasympathetic activation, shifting the body from stress to serenity. Make a nature connection. Even brief time spent outside, looking at the moon and stars, can realign circadian rhythms and replenish emotional energy. Here are my final thoughts. Women's sleep challenges are not a sign of weakness. They are a reflection of the profound and intricate hormonal, emotional, and spiritual intelligence of the female body. Each life stage brings its own rhythm, and by tuning into that rhythm with gentleness and awareness, we can find deep healing and restoration. Whether through sunlight and stillness, nourishment and herbs, or simply the act of slowing down, sleep becomes more than recovery. It becomes a sacred ritual of self-alignment. As we learn to support the body's natural circadian wisdom, we reclaim sleep not as a struggle, but as a sanctuary. Let sleep be your teacher, your healer, and your guide, reminding you each night that renewal is always within reach.